Good afternoon, Stitch Roadies. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, it is a channel about cross stitch, but also about a whole bunch of other stuff. So hope you hang around. I am requesting that everyone please check if they're subscribed, and I would appreciate a thumbs up. I went through the last giveaway that I did, which was for this awesome little kit that came from the Fat Quarter Shop. This little mesh bag is absolutely adorable, and then the fabric was pre-printed to look like the sand in the water. Well, I did that drawing, and the name will be posted at the end, but it takes a bit of an investment of time, because I do open the giveaways to subscribers all over the world. Doesn't matter where you live, but what I do find out is I double check to make sure everyone's a subscriber, and it's amazing the amount of people. So I'm depending on you to double check, you know, for our community and for me to make sure that you're a subscriber when you do participate, because I have a great giveaway this video. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take a little sip because coughing with all the yard work going on. This isn't going to be a long video because I just have a little bit of stuff I wanted to share with you. This is part 3 of the attic, the Bristol Retreat, though. How many more times do I have to talk about that? I could talk and talk and talk. Let me tell you, I know you might be tired of hearing what a fabulous time I had, but I had a fabulous time. And I forgot to mention that there were a lot, or maybe I didn't, there were a lot of crossover people. You know, generally, cross-stitchers aren't just cross-stitching. They might like to cook, they might like to garden, they might like to quilt. You know, there's a lot of crossover. It's that creativeness that we all want. So I met Angie, Lunchbox Quilts. Now I'll put the link below, because she puts out patterns for embroidery, like machine embroidery patterns. And my friend Cheryl told me that a lot, because she does a machine embroidery, that her patterns are adorable. And she was so fun, and was and gave us all a little waxer. I mean, I got a little waxer with the bee in a cute little bag. So I wanted to be sure to share that with you, because that's the thing, is that there were several people there that were quilters. Yeah, we're quilters. So what have I been doing? Well, don't go away, because, you know, there will be the giveaway a little bit later, but be sure to check at the end of this video to see who won this giveaway, because it's awesome, and I want to get it out in the mail as soon as possible. I have been my designated stitch, which is the stitch that I do every evening. By the end of the day, I'm a little bit of a chatterbox, but by the end of the day, I don't have a lot of capacity for decision making. I just want to be, I guess. And so this way of creating and stitching for me has been fantastic. And that is where I do a designated stitch every night until it's done. During the day, I can stitch whatever I want, do whatever I want. No one's the boss of me. But at night, the designated stitch is the boss of me. And so this particular stitch is one that I chose, as you know, and I kind of vet them all of my whips, and decide who's going to be the designated stitch. And a lot of them have to do with birthdays or what's coming up. And this was a primitive hair. And when I started it, back when I started this one, I tend to like to do the border all first and then start working. But I'm sure many of you know that sometimes that's not the best way to go. And in this case, it wasn't. Because when I did it, I realized that the bottom part of that was off. The wording was off. So I didn't know if I wanted to rip that all out. So what I did was I just started at the top stitching. And this is how far I've gotten. I just love him. I'm going to keep going down and see where he hits those words, and if he does, then I'm going to take them out and move them. But if he does okay, then I'll just leave it like it is and connect up the border there. But the bottom word should be part of the border, not inside the border. But isn't he fabulous? I mean, yeah, that's the primitive hair, and it is their fabric. And I got this at Acorns and Threads carries primitive hair and the fabrics. So during the day, a couple of the things have been going on. I'm loving 56 count. It does not mean I'm dropping all of my other counts. No, this is a moment in time to enjoy the fact that I stepped outside my box and that I did okay. Nothing horrible happened. And here's my recommendation when it comes to 56 count. If you ever decide to go to, like if you're an Ada person and you want to just do something on linen one time, or if you are a 32 count person and you want to try 40 or 46, whatever you choose, give yourself some grace. And what I found with 56 count, besides needing glasses and a magnifier and good lighting, was that I needed to relax. It is not a stitch that I can do when I am distracted by a TV show. I can have music on. I can have some YouTube or Netflix on, but not ones that I have to concentrate on. It's just kind of background noise. It's not, for me, it's not a group stitch. It's not a stitch I would take to a stitchy group. It needs my total attention. I guess that would be the way to say it. And it's interesting to me that at different times of the day, morning versus afternoon, and the way my eyes focus on the 56 count is sometimes it's very clear, and sometimes I need more magnification. I love the look of it though. It is absolutely adorable, so dainty, petite, and for someone who's never been thought of as petite, the fact that I can create petite just tickles me to no end. Also, my other recommendation, if you decide to take the plunge, is start with a small, and that's what I did. So this is from Hands Across the Sea, the Oscar sampler, but I am doing this little pin keep right there. I thought that was a great way to start, and the fabric, lucky enough, while I was there, Michelle from Tabby Cat Linens had brought a whole bunch of linen, and that's what this is. So I picked up the 56 count Aztec Red, and look at me. I'm just closing up the bottom, and then I get to start the words. The other thing I can tell you is if you're off by a stitch, no one's gonna tell. They can't see it. Yeah, so if you're off by a stitch, just say it's perfect. It turned out perfect. I really did enjoy that a lot. But because I went to Bristol 3, I got behind on other stuff. And so the Haunted Mystery stitch along through the Fat Quarter Shop is now moving on to part 3, and I have not finished part 1, but I'm combining part 1 and 2, and that's where I'm at. I don't know where you guys are at, but what I like about this is it's tiny. I'm doing it on, I believe it's 40 count, and I wanted it small, and I think they originally where is it written? It's on a larger count, but I decided I was going to go small and just make something little. I'm into little right now. So I hope you're having fun with yours and that you're better off than I am. I've got some work ahead of me. Well, exciting news. The Fat Quarter Shop, Kate, she just always knocks it out of the block. And she sent me a stitch-along pattern for Christmas in July, the information on it, and asked if anyone in my little corner of the world would love to do it. And it's Santa's Bake Shop Stitch Along. It is really, really sweet. So if you're interested in stitching along with the Santa's Bake Shop, Fat Quarter Shop is going to give to one of you a $50 gift card. Yes, 50. And Kate will send you the pattern for free. You can use the $50 for the rest of the supplies and anything else you might want. So generous, and I'm so thankful for this support of this channel. So if you're interested in participating in this giveaway, number 1, be a subscriber of this channel. Number 2, sign up for the Fat Quarter Shop newsletter. There's some fun stuff that comes out of there. And then in the comments, just use the word Santa. And then the next video we shall see who gets that gift card. That starts in July, so it's coming up. I'm going to be busy for the next few days, so I won't be back here for a few days, so you'll have a chance to sign up. I've got some fun time ahead of me for the next weekend, girlfriend time that I'm really looking forward to, and so it'll be next week when we draw, so you have time. So just be sure to be a subscriber and to sign up for the newsletter at Fat Quarter Shop. I'm just counting on your honesty to do that. A friend of mine told me that she was reading this book, and I had to order it. I had to own it because look, it's cross stitch on the front, and I couldn't figure out if this was cross, if there was a chart, but really you could chart that. An elderly lady is up to no good. Maud is an irascible 88-year-old woman with no family and no friends and no qualms about a little murder. This funny, irreverent story collection by Helene Thurston, author of Irene Huss Investigations, will keep you laughing all the way to the retirement home. You know, I it's a sweet little book too. I just had to get it. So if you're interested, I ordered it off of Amazon. I have also been working some more on my conversion of my jewelry box to Stitchy box. So this particular one here, this was actually a magnet that I glued, but I just love the saying, and this looks to me like, Kelly Ray Roberts, who used to be my neighbor. So I thought that it looks so perfect on the top of this box. And I think I showed you the whole inside, but just to see where we are with that. Now this little box here I have finished. This is going to be my 56 count Stitchy box. It's so sweet. So I finished it up today. Look, I added my son and grandson, my oldest grandson's picture. I glued them over the mirror. So when I'm stitching away, they're always with me. And then I have this I made with Van Accessible's Patreon group. We did a little hexie stitching there. And I have the needles in the needle box from Clay by Kim. I showed you this little pincushion I made, and then the special needle threader that's needed for the 56 count needle, which is a really thin needle. I don't even know what kind of needle it is. Janine put it in a bag for me and said, this is the needle that you need. So that is about it. I just wanted to stop in and be sure to touch base with you before I got a little busy here the next few days. So right about now, G will insert the winner of this kit that I will get out to whoever the winner is. I just need you to email me your mailing address, and the email will be in the drop-down box. Also, in the drop-down box will be links to Angie's site and Acorns and Threads and Fat Quarter Shop, and then Santa is the key word for the $50 gift card. I know. It's amazing. Plus, you will get a free pattern for that particular stitch. Amazing. Okay, you guys all take care, and I hope things are going well, and I will share with you what I have been up to with my girlfriends, okay? Talk to you later.